Hello, chat. How we doing? That's what I want. Nice old Sunday life. Should be pretty good. So that should be everything. Let's make sure on the volume. Literally just seen Hearts have just scored in real life to make it 2-1. How's that sounding? Okay, so you can barely hear the music. Should be better. Okay, maybe a bit too loud. So annoying to do this. Yeah, that's good enough. That is good enough. Hands up about liberty. So for today's stream chat, we should... I'd say we're probably going to be live probably until about 9:30. We'll probably stay live for the majority of the City game and then probably go bed. And like I say, I'll just see what Cameron's doing. Like I say, if he goes off for like a bit, we'll just switch to the Palace save, which I think will be easy enough. So we start off against Killy. And it looks like we might have a bit of a gap. We do internationals. They love giving us this Monday night bloody slot. Right. So very interested to see how we get on. And for once, me and Cameron both starting. I'm going to start Cammy in this one. Let's switch him to a channel midfielder, hopefully just to give us a bit more. Going to bring Scales back in. Koza should. Be fit for some form of minutes. 45, so we'll probably give him second half. Shankland is back fit, so Mackenzie comes out and into it comes Shankland, and I reckon that's a good show. I was shitting at that, thinking I'd still got bloody Brad Collins in goal. Yeah, so we've got Jensen back in between the sticks after last week's issue of him literally like throwing it at Harry Markland. All of it congested there. I really hope that we start well in this. Braga, oh, it's such a poor pass, but well, that should be a yellow minimum. Or it's a red card. Like, what's the point in actually going for that there? I mean, like, you're in a position where he's not going to get the ball. Eduardo goes close. I'm going to stick on balance today because I feel like when I go positive, I feel like we have the issue that we just overcommit ourselves and it just causes so many issues on the transition. So one thing I really took out of the last time I really played this, it cost us. But against 10 men, we have to really make sure that we make the most of this. Dangor. Eduardo out to Milne. Good ball. And Sego Jr. puts us 1 to the good against 10 men Killy. Scored at a decent time there. I wonder how good Mayo is this year, because obviously I know FM24 he actually developed quite okay. Dangor, I mean, that's a very optimistic shot. I don't mind it, you know, though. We're keeping the pressure on. Braga should be under that. It's not. Harry is under it, though. It's a good ball, Eduardo. Oh, close. We are close. How come Braga's in a goalkeeper? Looks like another free kick. Dangerous position, Eduardo. Over it. Oh, it's him! Straight in just before half time. Great time for us to score that. Beautiful free kick. I'll be interested to see the reverse angle of that. Keeper there though, Ross McCrory. Was it? No, not Robbie McCrory, isn't it? Ross McCrory plays for Bristol City. I think today's probably a game for like sort of Vargas, Shankland and Koza. Like I say, hopefully get a go. Need to be better there. Braga's done beautifully there, the one that not got there, but good defensive work there from Braga, really working his way back. Just over. It's not been a brilliant start. Obviously Killy there trying to nick one back, but not to be. But yeah, I definitely think that Vargas is one that would be a good introduction. Scales getting his way forward. Space there for McKenzie if he wanted it. Didn't want it. Forson hits back. Eduardo off the post. Tough to do that. Eduardo to put in. And it's a goal kick. Bit of a strange highlight, that one. We're still on. Yeah. Wrong key. Forcing to deliver then. So low driven. Eduardo back to Braga. Back in. Another strange one. I think Eduardo had a good opportunity to shoot. Braga is a bit wild, really. Eduardo is a bit tired though, so we're going to give Osborne a go, but I'm going to put Dangor into his position. Vargas I'm going to bring on, and then I'm going to keep the rest the same for now. Just try and see how we can get this game. So they've gone to 2 up top. No, none of the All firm sides are playing today. Vargas delivers in. It's a good ball, that. No one attacking it though. Dango gets it back. Good delivery in. Kenny Vargas. Goal. Beautiful. Get the goal that we sort of needed there just to really put the game beyond doubt. Dango, really good there just to pick up a really good position for that secondary ball. Vargas, I think it's an interesting scissor kick touch and then just composed just to stab it through the defender's legs by the seams of it. So Koza's not. So Terry Devlin's going to come on. We'll bring Shankland on. And then we'll leave that final sub. Even though it's probably going to be Milne's going to come off for Koza. And we'll do that sub now. Killy though with a good chance here. What the name that is. I think he's the guy who played for Birmingham, I think, last season. Over the bar though. But yeah, I could have sworn blind he played for Birmingham last year. Vargas there, maybe a little bit too fancy. Could have done it a bit easier. Rangers appealing for a penalty there in the game. Vargas over. Oh, Christ. Couldn't have gone anywhere, that. They thump it up. Scale should be under it. It is. Into Dango. Good pass into Vargas. Beats his man. Cuts back on himself. Oh. Composed that from Vargas. Very composed. So the minutes tick down. I think that's going to be a nice win for us there. Can we make it 4? Shankland into Sengo Jr. Koza, good ball. Cut back looking for it here. Maybe not, that's not the ball I wanted, but Cammy now into Osborne. A few options on. Finds Terry Devlin, who finds Osborne. Terry Devlin beats his man. Cut back. Oh, it's a bit greedy off the beans on toast though. Rumbles on though. Koza into Dango. Beats his man. Oh, it's a Capdevia there with a dirty challenge. That's that. Good 3-0 win at Tynecastle for us there. As we keep ourselves top of the pops. With quite a good win. Right, got a bit of a break now, which will be good for us. I'm assuming the all firm sides will play. We'll play Sunday. How did Cameron get on? 1-1. Not too bad for him. Give these two days off as well, just to keep themselves fit. Got so many lone players out. I feel like Paxton's doing quite well. One at Montrose. Criswell's definitely doing very well at Dale, which is good news for us. can really see, by the way, Dundee United really picking up the pace in this table. It's weird though that like some sides has played 13 and like say others. I don't really understand this league sometimes of how it works with when certain teams are played. We're on 30 points though. In this save, they actually got 65. They got 65 in the last season. So, I mean, after 12 games, we only need 35 points to match what they got last year. Which for me is really good. I think for me that just like puts us in this nice position where it's like going into that when the league splits and like I say you get the more difficult fixtures that we might be in a spot where we can probably do quite well. Scores Rangers. Ooh, bloody hell. What's going on there? Rangers losing 5-1 to St Johnstone with Adam Montgomery with 3 assists. Bloody hell. That Will Alves. Bloody hell. I'm assuming that means that Celtic will be playing today. Which sort of, I mean, let's say, against Motherwell, who aren't doing brilliant this year, which is a weird one. But I don't think we've played the well so far this season. Have we played well? Oh, we did. We beat them 2-1. It's really weird with like the way the league is as well. Like the fact that like I mean, we're already pretty much back to playing everyone who we've already played. Which, like, you know, I've never really understood like why the SPFL is not like 18 teams. And just like the Bundesliga and you play 34 games. You know, the idea of it being 12 games and you play each other like 3 times or whatever it is. Just seen that, by the way. What the fuck is that? We play Celtic. We play Celtic twice at home. Absolute fucking madness. It's a really weird one. I mean, the only good thing is I feel like Rangers, in terms of the split, it looks like we're in a position in which that's going to be that we play them at home, but Celtic is going to be an away one for sure. But to be honest with you, I'm going to be very honest with you. As long as like I've basically like got a lock on top 3, I feel like that would be like the season I would want from my first season at Hearts. Truth be told. But yeah, if we can just stay away from this idea of, like I say, like, because I think we're 5th, I think we finished last year. Let's go back. Yeah, 4th on 64. You know, they missed out by 1 point on 3rd, which is a bit dross for them. But yeah, we're 34 more points from 26 games. So just over a point a game we sort of need to be averaging to get where they were at last game, which I think is doable. Oh, it's going to be a weird one. Ugh. This ain't Merrimont because they look like they've just been so patchy in terms of their form. I mean, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. It's hard to tell exactly what we're going to come up against. It's Celtic doing that game. They drew 2-2. Big comeback there from the well. I don't understand how they've still got Engels. Like, with his ability, like, he wouldn't surely should be sought after. Right, whilst Cameron is playing his game against whomever it is he's playing. There it is. Yeah, I might go to the toilet very quickly. It was like, I'm gonna have to bloody wait. Yeah, that's it. It's not too ruddy. Oh, the toilet's free. Right. 2 seconds chat, won't be long. We're going to chat all nice and basic now. Oof. 2 minutes for Hearts to hold on for dear life. Cameron sadly finds himself 1-0 down. Oh, boy, you're tired, chat. I just thought to myself, like I say, a stream would be ideal because it basically, for the amount of time I'm going to be live, it's just going to allow me to, as soon as I do go to bed, probably just collapse and fall straight asleep. Because last night, Jesus Christ, I could not settle down for shit. Hearts literally just firing it away every chance. Ooh, Zion Fleming makes it 2-0. I feel like the only thing for Cameron's going to be the fact that it's a Virtue Trophy game, so it doesn't really matter all that much to him. Genuinely really do hope that we get it, that Rangers manage to get something off Celtic on Sunday. Because like I say for Hearts, that's basically the title in their hands then. It's really weird though, I will say, like with today's fixture against Hearts, like I say, Sky in terms of the footage, it always keeps buffering on the actual Sky and Cameron rather than the actual app or service itself, which is dead weird. Jaden Brown pulling one back for Cameron. Like I said, I don't actually think he cares all that much about the game. About Vertu. Let's just have a quick check of what that does to the table. I know it's 3 points clear, but it's like it's 5 goal difference. I mean, I feel like Rangers is Leandro Cherry. That's not the person I thought it was going to be. Yeah, Rangers are basically out of that title race now. Like, they're not making up 8 points. 7 points, rather. In the remaining games. Like, Hearts aren't going to fuck up that much. The only thing that they could do, like I say, is probably overtake Celtic. I mean, a lot of it is gonna go down to that Old Firm one on Saturday. Because I feel like if Celtic lose it, it's going to be bedlam for Hearts. Because I think it's Motherwell and I think it's Falkirk for them. And then it's obviously Celtic on the last day. Which means that there is a lot to play for. I mean, the one thing I'll look at with Hearts though, like, 3-2, but that's an absolute bounce down of a game. With Hearts, he's obviously lost to Killy in real life, like 2 months ago, who are like really struggling. And I just feel like if they just got something out of that game against Livingston, I think it was. I don't know, it was a game that they played and it was like 2-2 when they should have won. Who was it? I think it was Livy. Yeah, Livy, 2-2. So like Livy, if they got a win out of Livy and then they got a draw out of Killy, they basically have one hand on the title, which is just annoying for him. But I feel like for Killy, I mean, Killy do need results, but I think for Hearts, they're in a position where they need, like, against ideally Motherwell and Falkirk to look at probably getting that goal difference up even more. because it's +5. Like I say, if they go into that final day 3 points, Celtic obviously 3 points behind them, but obviously they've got like 7 or 8 goal difference. It's obviously, like I say, like you're in a position there where Celtic could need to win like 4-0. Which I think would be the one. Which hopefully we don't need to be in that position. Like I say. I mean, first season, like I say, I'm just happy to just have a bit of fun. Just have a bit of fun with it. Ugh. Tired already, chat. I'm bloody tired already. Where's Thingy gone? Fraser Murray will not be good. So Ruben Nelson does quite good. Spartans. He's probably quite some way off first team. That is definitely not Birmingham. Look at that smile. Look how nappy he is. But yeah, Birmingham, I'd actually quite happy to put a loan with an obligation or option to buy. Like I say, he's 31, he's not getting anybody younger. And I feel like with where the academy's at, like we're churning out consistently good players. I feel like we'd be fine sort of losing them. Fucking hell. But it's quite a tricky element of fixture of our next 4. Let's say St Mirren, Dundee United, Aberdeen and Ross County all sort of in this middle pack. So I'd say they're definitely going to give us a little bit of a game for sure. Dundee United's the one I'm most scared about now because, like I say, those bastards have a number every game. I am gonna switch to City versus Everton. And we can see how we can get on. Right, so under 90s, Ruben Nelson, obviously our keeper. Kenzie Paxton, I think he's right back, yeah. Christensen, the absolute GOAT. Honestly, finding this lad was such a really good find. And for the price of him, for 500 grand, like we're going to make a lot of profit on him, for sure. Like, could easily see a Prem side coming in for him. Like, he's that good. Big Kyle, centre mid in waiting. Again, a very, very good looking centre mid. You fucking wish, Cameron, you don't have bloody that much money to your name. Alfred. Yeah, so we've got quite a lot, and like I say, a lot of Scottish, a lot of Northern Irish. Does well for the homegrown quota. That's Big Niels. He's not terrible. Like I say, probably needs a little bit more development. But, as I say, for potentially someone who we could get in and then loan out, I'd be quite interested in him, to be honest with you. Quite a few stats that do sort of need to develop, but I think we'll throw another scout out, just try and get a bit more of those stats ideal. Potentially that could be like a season. Could look at signing them and giving them back to Norgeland until the end of next season. Because like I say, we've got the bread for him. That's a good thing now, like I say, like being at Hearts, like I say, I've got this ability to just, found him for 500 grand and look at him. And get 7 mil for him now. And like by the end of the season, probably get, I don't know, 15, 20 mil, I reckon I could get for him. Just with how much he's playing. Absolute. I don't know quite why I'm looking at Monday Night Football, doing analysis on Ballers League. It's a fun one. Can't believe we're nearly in December already. We've absolutely flown through this season. But I tell you what, this December, tough to do that. Celtic, Motherwell, Rangers, and then Hibernian. That's a rough fucking amount of thing. Again, I'm not too sure why I can't play Celtic on the Saturday and then play on the Tuesday. It'll make much more sense for the bloody fixture congestion, but who am I? Casey's got played for... That might be a record job, that one, in January. Got training doing well, which is good. Right, well, this is the actual first cool one, because like I say, Saturday and Sunday you'll have, you've got Celtic versus Ross County and Rangers, so we find out what the two chasing teams get up to. Like I said, wishful thinking for much more to come out of this one. Mayo handed it over to. I say it was such a strange challenge. I've not a clue on what he was doing. Oh, he's 28 now, bloody hell. Which both makes sense. Like I say, when I was using my FM24, like I say, it's 2 FM cycles ago and 4 seasons. So that's like 6 seasons ago. So it does make sense as to where we're at now. Used to be really good as well. Cameron against Pompey today. If he gets a decent result, could climb a decent way out of the relegation zone if results do go his way, which obviously we're hoping on. So when the Rangers play? Tuesday. I'm dead confused with how that's going. I do not understand whatsoever of how the fixture. There's going to be teams we're going to end up with some sides on 15, some on bloody 30, and some on 12. It's a bloody mess. which is going to mean next year if we do manage to get into the league phase of the conference, Europa or UCL, like I say, it's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of playing fixtures, a lot, which will mean that we're going to have to recruit even better. And he is underway. So, I mean, he just needs a few results down at the bottom to go for him, and then his obviously result to go for him, but then he can climb his way sort of out towards mid-table, more or less. It's a very tight table. I mean, even Halifax are doing a lot better than what I thought they were going to do. I mean, they're going to probably go down, but in terms of the fight they're putting up, it's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. They'll probably find themselves on, I don't know, I reckon around 40 odd. I think they're losing though at the minute. Yeah. They don't help themselves giving away those bloody penalties. I do get the feeling that they're going to be a side who probably finish rock bottom, but could probably do back-to-back relegations, to be honest with you. Like, I pretty much had them playing like really out of the fucking skin. I was out doing the XGs. I just pray honestly for today, chat. Like, if we can get ourselves a City win and a City big win, it just puts so much pressure on Arsenal. But I have this sinking feeling with how this weekend's gone for fixtures that it is probably going to be one in which the Everton probably somehow win it. The boy that we nearly signed, Segasic, makes it 1-0 for Pompey, and Will Lancashire makes it 2-0 for Oxford. Will Lancashire, one who we are actively tracking for next season. Would have loved him this year, Will Lancashire. Like I say, looks a real good player. Be a really good investment, that. But even someone like Adrian Segasic, I mean, Segasic would be someone where we could, if it would be like 3 mil, I think we needed for him. Yeah, like 3 mil, I think we needed for him. But I mean, at the same time, like I say, good season from him. You could get about 10 out of him quite easily. Currently, though, it's Cambridge who find themselves sneaking into that mid-table slot. Bolton sort of looking like them Oxford and Huddersfield are the ones that are going to be battling out for the top spots. The mad thing is, I mean, even for Cameron, I mean, it's a situation where, like, I mean, it's not brilliant at the minute he's losing, but I mean, he could really get himself like up to like this mid-table point with like 2 or 3 wins. I think it's just he needs something to go for him, which is the problem. But I think like one thing that was sort of you're seeing with this game, this save that at least me and Cameron have got, where there's not many players that are leaving these like teams. Whereas me and Cameron are dealing with a lot of our bigger players wanting out. We haven't really had that for any of the other sides, so they just have absolute stacked sides. I mean, like, you know, the state of Will Lancashire this season is for Oxford. Like, he is basically absolutely destroying it for them. Which is why I say I'm in a position where I would like probably want to buy him before his stock goes too much. Just so then that way we're in a position that we can quite strongly have it that Oxford can't really be in a position where they can sort of nip in. That Leandro Cherry scoring again for Barnsley. What really good, that's saying, what good strikers. There's this boy who I am all over wanting to sign. I think we just commit to signing him, all things considered. I don't necessarily think that there's someone, like, obviously we've got the power over Oxford, because we've got SPFL's a higher, I'm pretty sure even in the Championship it's a higher rated league as, so providing we could get a good deal out of it from Spurs' perspective, and obviously keep him at Oxford on loan for this season. He's the United guy, isn't he? Yeah. Like I say, getting fun to this part of the season. There's lots of like really cool players out and about. Six two, Jesus Christ! I feel like Oxford are going to be the ones who will end up winning the league. Like, they're just scoring for fun so much. Let's wait for Calvin to go forward and then we'll go in for Big Will. Take that part out. We'll do that. Right, let's absolutely fly through this. Crazy, doing well again. Seemingly developing quite well for Dale. Which I love to see. Ruben Nelson doing okay. Well, I think, to be honest with you, I think we're going to get rid of Colby Donovan in the summer. I mean, he's not doing well out on loan, and he's not really looking like he's going to develop into anything big. Which is annoying, but... I'm interested to see what Spurs come back with that offer, because it's like 1.2 that we've basically offered. I mean, we've got still quite a sizable war chest that we can go with. I still think Lancashire would be the better out of the two of them. It's just annoying that with Ben Brannan, that, like I say, he's where he is. Like I say, he could have been a real good signing for us. Like, if I knew about him, perhaps perhaps with Brannan, like I say, it's one of them that we could probably look at if we get a bit lighter. Right back, but I mean, to be honest with you, we've got McKinsey and Terry Devlin, so I don't really think it's a position that we're massively after a right back anytime soon. But it does look really good though. Kyle is actually developing really well. It's just I would love nothing more than, let's say, giving him like a first choice loan out. Because I mean, as a DLP of what you'd be playing, a lot of his statistics are quite good. His agility's shy, but like I say, you can come into that as he grows older. But so a lot of these... oh no, his training's been done for him, so I can't really do that with that. He's in U19s. But yeah, a lot of that, like I say, stuff is developing quite well for him, so... hopefully gets there. Probably looking about 20 by the time he'd probably be at a point to break through. But no, good pick up for me that on a free transfer. Albeit I think there would be a tribunal fee for it, so I don't know how quote unquote free it would be. Frankie Kent looking to go out on loan. Right, Lancashire has accepted. Yeah, so if you join us in June, star player, I'd be happy with that. Albeit, could we go with that? No, Bro wants star player. Bro is going to be one of the big boy signings. Selling percentage, 11.5 mil release cost, which is doable. Yeah. 15 grand I'm happy about. I think he'd be up there with the better players in terms of signings, but like I say, I'd be happy. Probably Braga would probably find himself getting sold. So Celtic do overturn us and go top. 2-0 win against Ross County. That centre back, I think he's the one that you can get from the J League for like 500 grand at the start. Yeah. It's a very Celtic signing that as well. The only thing is though, it's a very old squad that they've got. Like, same with Rangers, like they're in a position them to like, they've got like 2 years worth of those players left, and then they're going to be like absolutely done. They'll be absolutely done in with like how old everything's going to be there. Right, Koz's going to come back into the starting 11 for me. As well as Vargas. I think the rest we keep the same. Shankland not fully fit. But I'm thinking, like I say, I had when I did my heart save on FM24, I got Nelson Viper for like a similar thing where I got him on a very cheap deal and he just bagged like 20 goals. So I feel like it's going to be very similar with Will Lancashire. Big fucking lag spike there. Fuck me. I feel like if we don't get that lag spike there, I feel like we find ourselves 1-0 up there. Oof. Setford, is that Thingy's brother? I swear that's Tommy Setford's brother. Who plays for Arsenal. The music has stopped. We'll go to that one. Okay. But yeah, it's an hour this playlist. So I might, when this playlist finishes, that's probably going to be an indication that I'll probably finish through. I mean, that's a sweet deal. It's a very interesting game. Jensen fucking slams one into the stratosphere. Braga's got to be on that bounce there. They're not doing that. It's cost, like under it. No one's there for the Jensen fucking. Both sides have hit the Benjamins. Although I would argue, like I say, it's a bit of a weird choice from Jensen there to try and punch it there. Eduardo, brilliant dribbling there. Didn't see much of it, but I'm going to give a demand more just to try and energise him. Like I say, it seems a bit flat, a bit of a flat start. I don't think we do well against this system where we come up against a predominantly defensive free back with those like free attackers really all lumped together. I mean, like I say, it was coming. We just don't seem well to keep well. Because like I say, they sit so far deep that it's like they just absorb everything that you throw at them. And it's like one chance and then they get it. Koza delivers. It's a shit delivery. It'll be bloody well off him if he keeps delivering like that. Braga, deflection. We've hit this post again. Koza. See what I mean? It's two banks of. It's two very defensive banks that haven't got too much space in between it, so you're in a position that not much can be done. It's a good ball on the outside. Sengo is gonna come back though. Koza. It's a corner. Leads to nothing though. It's been fucking shit this first half. I think second half I'm going to match them. Because it's not working. I don't know whether quite the same formation might go with wingers. Half time, yeah, not good enough really. Right, let's switch things up. Right, so Devlin is going to be a defender, and we're going to bring switch those two. Gonna make you a ball player. In possession, I'm gonna get you two to push up. Gonna bring you back. I'll put you as a pressing midfielder though. I'm gonna put Hedges on second half because both fucking wingers have been very poor. Right. I'm gonna go positive. Take a bit more risk. Goals and having a fucking shite game, which is annoying because he's been so good for us this year. Well, it does annoy me though. I mean, we did hit the post twice, which does have it that obviously it takes away from what was probably going to be a very easy feat. Shankland, I'm going to bring on. I'm going to put him as a poacher. And Forson. It's really annoying. It's like one really good cross from them, but I mean, unfortunately for us, that's been our undoing quite a lot this season. We're not done well against set pieces. I really need to figure out this year a lot of a much better tactic for undoing these free back systems that are like just designed just to sit back. This could be 2-0. Good save, Jensen. Because I come up against it so much. I mean, in the EFL you come up against it so much. Fucking Moffat is doing me treeing as well. There we go. Like their press there is just doing us. Got to make the most of this. So I'm going to say a poor ball comes out to goal. Eduardo, oh, that's got to be it, man. Shankland's up. Oh, we're going to get done in the fucking counter attack now. Got one sub left. We're going to fall through our first league defeat of the season by the looks of things. That's a very poor away showing from us. It's just annoying because I mean we hit the post twice, but was not really showing up. One 0. Like I say, could argue a draw, but I think, like I say, we're just not really done that well there. So for the first time this season, we do lose. "15 games I went unbeaten there. Bloody 15. I'm pressing control. I was like, I swear my fingers not touching up. Yeah, very poor that. "4-4-2. Oh, it's that fucking narrow diamond they play. I mean, it was going to come eventually, like I say, I was losing. I didn't think we were going to realistically go the entire season invincible. It's just annoying that we started so well. And then, like I say, it's sort of just gone to a bit of an average. Showing from us. Main thing is, though, is, like I say, a lot of these sides that are in this middle pack that we need to keep back. Because, I mean, like I say, realistically, the Old Firm should be fine themselves week in, week out. No problem beating us to first and second. So, like I say, the idea of us picking up a loss, like I say, is probably expected. I mean, to be fair though, Hibs can do us a bit of a favour, to be honest with you, against Rangers. Would put it into a bit of a 1.5 horse race between us and Celtic, but at the same time, like I say, it's got to be there. I'm interested, like I say, by the stats of this. So possession-wise, it was quite. I mean, it's a very even game, but I mean, you look at that, like they just similar shots, but they just had much more on target, and they, make the most of it. And that's what annoys me when you get those fine margin games, because you just can't ever seem to actually do that well. Yeah, he was. You got him straight from my eyes. That's a fucking mad one, that, What actually how Tommy Stafford is? That Barnsley. Declared that Netherlands. Fucking hell. That's annoying that they've managed to get him, because fucking 5 to 7 million. He would be unreal for us, but fuck me. He's going to break the bank trying to get him. I think you still got it. I mean, it's just sort of this game, Cameron, is massive for you. 17th. Big game. I don't know what I'd want away from home. See, we don't want something like that. I mean, To throw away from home. And Gagan, like I say, that we're doing at the minute, but. Probably something like that we'd look at. Obviously, the personnel would have to change, but why? Just why would it do this to me? I don't know why it would do. Right, there we go. Half tempted as well in January just to look at maybe a lone striker until we get until we can get Thingy in the summer. Campbell. See, I mean, he looks okay, you know, but I mean, he's basically the same as bloody. He's no better than bloody. What I've already got. Did Johnny Kenny move in the summer? What is it? I wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. But then we're in a position then I'm going to get stuck with. You take loan. Would you come to me on loan? Regular starter is not what I'm too happy with, but I mean we could work it. Squad. $190 bags for Kenny. I mean, I think that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe try and get a bit more off. Yeah, they're gonna want that. Yeah, we'll take Johnny Kenny on loan with a mandatory. Because I feel like even if we can't get much out of Johnny Kenny in the sense of he might work for the loan and then we can get some money for it. I mean, 190 grand. It's the same as that Simpson Pussy deal. It's like, you know, he plays a bit for us, probably spits his dummy out, wants to leave, you know, then we can get some money. I will say Emmanuel Fernandez does look more like a ropey signing from me. Not really the best decision from me. But in terms of at the time, it looked like a very good I didn't really expect to find a player on the level of Christiansen. So far for if I've ever seen them, not given them. City is finding themselves very much in control. Bloody hell. Nearly a mistake there from Everton. Not punished upon though. Jack Iredale, bloody Chef Wednesday, Christ. Ugh. Oh, I can tell you I'm going to sleep well tonight, chap. %12 possession for Everton so far. My God. It's like the ultimate haramble. Oh, it's a ball and behind, cut back potentially. Lucky that. It definitely seems like it's inevitable that City are going to score very, very shortly. City come forward more. It's so congested. Like Everton have basically gone, we are just going to put every man behind the ball. Merlin Rowe's been twisted up by Doku. Body's on the line and a corner, I think. Yeah. Nico O'Reilly close, but Michael Keane gets there. Merlin Rowe gets sent for a Kit Kat from Doku. Like I say, it's just everyone just constantly just throwing bodies in the line. Semenyo now. So good save by Pickford, it's straight back. My God. Semenyo. Oh my God, someone had to put that in there. Unreal from Semenyo, that. So he just chops in between two, cuts onto his right foot. Should have been a corner that, to be honest with you though. Definitely takes a nick on its way through. Straight back into City. My God, man. If you're an Everton fan, this should be screaming your head off. Like I say, it's one-way traffic constantly. Even fucking Burnley were more expansive than what Everton are playing. Ball in behind, Mikolenko's not there, but they managed to get it. Everton finding the ball, are they gonna... It's just so negative, it's just so static. You know, Pickford goes short and then it's like basically he gets past it back and he's just got to go long, and then they've given the ball away. It's just stupid. And I'd be very surprised if City don't find themselves 2 or 3 up before half time, if I'm honest. I say Cameron holding on in there, which is good to see. I think the thing with Everton as well, it's like playing out of possession, like I say, if you're going to sit, fair enough, but like none of the midfielders are pressing the City players, so it's like effectively City are just probing to find the gaps to get in them, and then the defence is so exposed because, like I say, the midfield's static. There's nothing really doing in terms of the shuffling, and it's like a 10-yard gap behind them. It's so weird. Doku running against Jake O'Brien. They do no worse, Everton, than signing a... Oh, O'Brien's been absolutely done there. And Semenyo has absolutely laced one over. But yeah, they do no worse, Everton, than signing like an actual out-and-out right-back / wing-back for that right-hand side. So then you could play O'Brien, Tarkowski and Keane as a free, which I think would work better because then it's like your wing-backs can be a bit more aggressive going forward. Time ticking. It's like a comprehensive win for Reading against Stevenage. Jack Hunt pulling one back. Everton coming forward. It's played there by Juice Buell, which is a defence splitter, that one. Like the City press out of possession is just so much more aggressive. So like Everton just aren't coping with it at all. They go along. Straight back out. Oh no. Nope. The aggressive press that I was talking about, like I say, it's just allowed it for City to just send it back the other way so quickly. They're just being too slow with it, Everton. It's like watching Bolton, it's so frustrating to watch. Oh, go on. Oh, okay. Briefly, I don't know what's going on here. It says Ellis Bidwell scored for Plymouth, but it still says 1-0 to Cameron. I'm a bit confused as what's happening though. I don't get why Twitch can't really fucking sort out this big followers thing. It's like... one of the most irritable things known to man. And they just do not short it. Like, since I've been streaming for like 4 or 5 years now, it's always been a thing. And I feel like they just don't clamp down on it, which is so weird. Though it does count as 1-1 now. I have not a clue what's happened there. It went 1-0, 1-1, back to 1-0. So, God knows on that one. So confusing. Yeah, well, does pull him out of the relegation zone though, which is a good one. I mean, probably quite annoying, but it does seem like it was a very, very, very defensively a very well matched game. I'm still with Ballymumba. Fucking weird dude playing as defensive midfielder. That's an interesting call. Right, Kenny's accepted. Fringe player, that's fine. Not going to be wanting too much. A little less money. Yeah, I'll take that for Johnny Kenny. I think it just means for us, like I say, if we get Kenny and it's just a third option, and I mean, Kenny's a lot quicker comparatively to Shankland and Braga. So it just gives us a bit more dynamic up front. Which I maybe should have looked at a bit more aggressively in... I should have looked a bit more aggressively at stuff like that in the summer, rather than going, oh, I've got two strikers, it's fine. Especially knowing when I knew the fact that Johnny Kenny was someone who was listed. I'm wondering stream-wise, actually. Might be in a position where I probably with stream-wise, I'll only probably get into the December months, because I don't think Cameron's, obviously by this, looking like he's dealing with internationals. Right, well, we've got Lancashire in for the summer, which I think is a big, 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 big one. £1.3 mil, so it's a big signing, but it's one that we needed to make more or less. Just means that we can come in with like a big, big signing. But I think with his form for Oxford, we can't really afford to be in a position where we look to allow him to keep doing the way he's doing, because he's just going to get snapped up. Some may argue that he's only done it at Oxford, but I mean, he is just fucking banging them in for fun. 23, so you know, is he going to develop, going to be another one of those players that can probably very much pull into the role. But yeah, cut above the rest. Should be a really good signing for us, that. The work rate is good. It's just personality, like I say, we need to figure out on that one. Oh. Hopefully, like I say, he's got a determined personality, because then it means that he's not going to get complacent. That's one of the things that you can get really bogged down and learning the language. 194, so I think he's a little bit smaller. Balanced personality. I feel like that's one that we'd probably explore in the summer, because certainly, like I say, it wouldn't be a signing that we'd necessarily make this season, especially with the fact that Johnny Kenny and Will Lancashire money wise coming out of the bank already, which is about 1.6, give or take. So they're scoring a lot of goals from the edge. And a lot of their plays coming through this middle section, which is makes sense, you know, they're playing a narrow 4-4-2. Let's say he has 7. Go. Again, probably one that's worth from this guy. Yeah, it's this guy that's the fucking problem. He bloody yanked my pants down at Hampden when I played him last. Right, yeah, so Johnny Kenny's coming in. Just offers us something a little bit different. I feel like I say, like, he's one of them that I'd love to bring off the bench. Let's see his personality. Fairly determined as well. It's what you want, that fairly determined personality type with pace coming off the bench is going to be one hell of a combination. Ooh, Everton have found ourselves on the... Oh! Why would you shoot there? My God. It's unreal from... I don't even know who it was. Merlin Roll, who just stormed his way through City's back line. But then, I don't know who they're playing up front, but literally just had to cut it back. And he just absolutely rifles at Cousinov. All he had to do was just pass it back, and they had about 2 players who had literally would have an open goal. Bizarre decision making. So back. Forson's out for 5 to 10 days, so might not be in contention for the next one. Throw a cheeky save. Creswell did not. 5-1, bloody hell. Anderson doing well though. And Pat. Are we looking at a pen? Tarkowski's a bizarre defender. Just randomly having a scrap with Cousinov. And then looking confused when Cousinov just pushes him. Semenyo has got Mikolenko in knots here. Doku cuts in, slips. Everything get it away, but straight back at him. That chance there, I think it was better, I'm assuming, is up front for him. Had that opportunity. I think that's just gilt edge, that. Really needed to make the most of it. Scotland beat Georgia 5-0 in save. It's Wilson out for a bit. There's a word transition. Let's say with the playlist, like I said, I've not really noticed anything too bad with the transitions for this mix, but I'd say that was a bit of a weird one. He used to be at Swansea, I remember him from. I don't think that he played for. He'd have played for Wrexham. Yeah, it's this guy though. Like we have to really keep this boy on the wraps. It's weird though. It's like in terms of it, he's been not brilliant, but I mean, it turned for us. Semenyo, good baller. It's a Kiona. I'm interested as well. What's their recent form? Right, so they drew 2-2 with Dunfermline, which they did throw away a win there. Beat Hibs. Quite a tight affair. Fucking beat us. Beat Killy. Rangers absolutely slammed on. County beat on. Oh, we beat them. We beat them early on in the season. But I mean, with that one, like I say, it was quite comfortable for us, and then they come. They did end up being in a situation which they yeah, he's good, isn't he? It's just you'd have to absolutely break the bank to get him. Which I feel like is the irritable part. Ugh. Birmingham is injured. What do they want from next year? Glasgow's reputation. So the long-term goal is basically just to try and get Europe every year. Would not be surprised to see someone like Alex Pentney getting swooped at some point. Da, da, da. Right, so basically they want us to be aggressive out of possession, which we should realistically be. I'll tell you what, Collins is not going back in the fucking sticks, I can tell you that one. Shanklin goes up front, I don't mind that advice, but... Oh. Not the rest. Maybe, like I say, Christensen out, just with the fact that he's... just with the fact that obviously he's been on international duty. God, the amount of bloody moths that are coming out of my room. I feel like as well, chat, what I might try and do is play this one. Probably play Aberdeen and I'll probably kill Stream. Would be my assumption. What's Cameron's fixtures looking like? Huddersfield. Yeah, so I mean he's playing this Saturday, Tuesday. This is the thing of like I say of Cameron not being in the Championship. It's so fucking. When do I play? Yeah, should work. Because like I say, I can end stream whilst Cameron's playing his game, and like I say, he's a one. But like I say, he's got to play on Tuesday. Oh, and it's an absolute scorcher of a shot from Doku. Absolute unreal finish that. Again, looks quite good. That's unreal, that. Assist for Turkey. Right. Shankland. Mackenzie comes onto the bench. And then let's just Simpson, Christensen back. Into things. Let's go. Thing is, Everton now have to come out to City, which is the thing that's probably gonna cause the problems. Right, on the way at Tankers, I'm gonna go positive. Like I say, it's an own game. We should be taking it to them. Instructions. Tight marking. And tight marking. off the bar. So much for tight mark, you don't want to fucking eat. And bloody mile of him. Let's say, don't have to force it, lads. Let's say, just use the pitch. Goes a good delivery. Under it though. Vargas gets it back. McKenty. Short deflection and it's in. 1-0. Cammy Devlin with the assist. It does look like it does take a heavy deflection on it. It's good press though as to win it back. It's a good pass, takes a 1 or 2 out of the game. And does it get deflected? It doesn't, it's just a really good fucking finish. Didn't really give him the flowers he deserved there. Looks like City could be have a pen or checking for a red card potentially. Sangoa. Oh, it's right across the fucking 18-yard line. Penalty review though. We got a penalty. I mean, we don't fucking score them, so. It's a good opportunity, but let's say this season we've been absolutely dreadful from the spot. But we score. Lawrence Shankland. 2-0. Keeper guesses right, but the power on it just sends it past the keeper. Wonderful stuff. I think I'll do Shanklin the world of good that as well. He's getting an assist. Koza into Cammy Devlin. I feel like Koza's definitely made a much more difference at fullback creatively. Must have been heavily involved in both of the build-up play for both goals. Scales now is really far forward. Scales with an opportunity. Keeper nearly saved that with his arse. Unorthodox save, but like I say, they all count. He's going to go long. Got to be there, Scales. I'm assuming he's going to be of. Been there. Vargas really struggling, so gonna have to look to bring Hedges on at half time. Hopefully, like I say, Vargas can hold out until half time. I'm assuming that's them going to be kicking the shit out of them. Yeah, Hedges makes his way onto the pitch as our only forced change at half time. Devlin also being a bit tired, so we're probably looking at Terry coming on around the 60th mark. I'll say potentially the idea of Braga coming off the bench. Wolfferry puts one in, but Koza's there. Sengoa Jr. now can run. Shankland calms things down. Back to Koza. Very, very congested for how Dundee are trying to play, and they've got. It's got to say, really weird that there. It's a good save that from Jensen, but I mean, it was really bizarre the idea that we McKenty just stepped off him. few more tired legs starting to come into this now, though. Hedges back into McKinsey. Ball around the back. Not there, though. Lazy to it. Setford on the counter-attack. Over. Yeah, we need some fresh legs on now because it's just not going the way it was for us. There's a lot of half-assed runs being made. Minoan. I'll hold off on my final sub. Just so we know what we're working with. But like I say, this Dundee United side, definitely on the counter-attack, has really been a thorn for us this year. They definitely know the way around bloody getting into areas which annoy us. Final sub, I'm going to go with Christensen, just a bit more, another fresh leg just at the back, just to really hold down that centre-back partnership. And it is a 2-0 win. As to whether the second half, was it really a second half a 2-0 game? I'm not really too sure, but you take those opportunities where you get them. Not the best showing for Cameron. A result that somehow sees him fall into bottom. Where's my boys? Where's Halifax? Will Harris with Zigord. Oh, really tight down at the bottom though. Like I say, it's anyone's sort of game as to who is going to find themselves down. I think the thing for Cameron is that there's sides in and around him that have played a game more than him. I mean, Halifax have played 2 more than him. So it should really be in a position for him that as long as he... I can't remember what he's... what was his next game. But no, Huddersfield was always going to be a tough game for him. Pulled one back, which is good for the goal difference more than anything else. Full time there. Let's say I do hope he don't lose his job. So it'll be a bit of a rough one. Did our boy score today as well? He didn't. I'm assuming it's probably they've gone right. We can't sign him in the summer, so. Right, well, we played a game more, but we do put ourselves back at the top of the pops. Which is very, very good. Pensy doing okay. Creswell not. Patterson doing well. It's weird with Alfie Creswell. He had a minute where he looked like he was going to be each week just the best player in the division, and then he just sort of found himself not really getting used. But no, that is pretty good. So as I say, we'll play a game against Aberdeen, and then I'll probably go to bed. Oh, it's Donnarumma that gets a mitten on it for that Beto one, but I mean, still, I have not a clue why Beto was shot there. Really poor decision. But it doesn't Celtic team, I say, in terms of conceding, it's just the winning was slightly in front of scoring rather. But all good to know. Let's commence that chat. Camera's been booted out on its Steam really need to make that bloody feature better. I'm gonna finish stream shot because Cameron's basically stuck on the point of his job thing. Right, I'll be live hopefully at some point else this week. If not, I'll try and get a life when I can next week. Like I say, we're in the playoffs now, Bolton, so should be getting a bit more time